Have room for all of you. Got the 2 bike. Daxonator Murray in there for a transfer with the 943 bike. Dane Double D Dimmer out of moto number 262. 263, more 9 cruisers. I got Schmidt. I got Holt, Slipka, and Taylor. I got room for 2. 2 more rolling on. I just had a warm spot there. I got to ring against a cold spot. I got the Gold Cup. Nope. District 3 in a 16. Slipka. And Lennon Taylor out of moto number 262. 264. Got Thomas, Basig, and Waters. 2 more going to the quarter main event. More 9 cruisers. First place getting gone out of this one. Man, you kicked in the afterburner and going. Reed, H2 on to go. Waters will transfer with the 6 bike of Carter C. Biscuit Bisig out of moto number 264. 265, last rack of 9 cruisers. 2 more to the quarter show. Got Johnson, McDonald, and Zink. Taking 2. And I got a 10 bike of Colton Zink out of St. Michael, Minnesota, transferring out with the 6 bike. A rider, the Rebel Johnson out of moto 265. 9-year-old Cruiser. 266 to moto number 10 cruisers of class. Glista, Mulhouse, Petrucci, and Cam. 2 riders going to 8th main event here in the 10 cruiser class. I got the District 1. Emerson Mulhouse transferring out with the 38 bike of Gavin Petrucci out of moto number 266. 267, more 10-year-old cruisers. I got Rogers, Hotchkiss, Travis, and Gio. Ticking 2. And into the short chute they go, and out of the short chute they come. I take a look back over my shoulder, and I see a number that's too small, but I got the 6 bike. Knox Fox Travis out in front. Knox Fox Travis and the 8 bike. Dylan D. Money Rogers transferring out of 267. 268, more 10-year-old cruisers. Gavin Big Schmitty Smith, got Broder, Cash Money Peterson, Zane Foreman Sincel, and Vincent Moto Horner Simplest. We're taking 2. Take it 2. The battle rolls on into the short chute. 1 turn, 1 straightaway to go. Check that. Only a straightaway now for these first top 2 riders. A 12 bike. Smith will transfer with the Gold Cup number 3. Vincent, Moto Horner Simplest out of Moto 268, 10 cruiser. 269 is a moto number. 10 more 10 cruisers. 2 more to the ace. I got Horn, Horton, Fleming, and Moke Boom. Room for 2. And bringing them on into the last turn. Out of the tangent last turn. Got the 2 bike on top. That's going to be Bash. Note Boom transferring with the Gold Cup number 3. Mason Fleming. If you were just down here looking for a piece of your derailleur, it's purple. If you're down here looking for a piece of your derailleur, that is purple. We got it over here at the finish line. Come on back and get it. We found it. All right, Hardy, D'Antonio, and Deegan. Got the 1 bike of Cooper. Diesel Hardy transferring with 9 bike. Racing, Grayson Deegan. Out of moto number 270, 10-year-old cruiser. 271, more 10 cruisers. I got Peterson, Hughes, and Pearson. I've always wondered, why is abbreviation such a long word? All right. Coming on into the 3rd turn, and out of it they go. Grant the Goose Peterson, Eli Hughes, Castile Pearson. As they bring them on back this way, I got the L bike. L stands for last, but you are first. You got the wrong letter. Well, that's the right letter. Grant the Goose Peterson will transfer with the 167 bike. Castile Pearson out of moto number 271, 10-year-old cruiser. 272, more 10 cruisers. 2 more going to the 8th main event. Cole Barbier, Wyatt James, Cannonball, and Tate, the Tasmanian Devil King. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's what the Tasmanian Devil said. Cole Barbier, I watched it on the cartoons. I studied. And a 15 bike. So it's going to be Barbier and Ball transferring out of Moto 272. 10-year-old cruiser. 273, more 10 cruisers. Cole Nauberg, got Trenton Stewart, and Case Racing, Case and Murray. Rumus for Tumas. That'd be your 3 bike. Racing Case and Murray transferring out of Topeka, Kansas, and a 172. Cole Naubert out of Shelby Township, Michigan, out of Moto 273. 274, more 10 cruisers. Cernatka got Day and Pavlonis. Young Money, Slay. That'll be your 43 bike. Memphis, Slade A transferring with the 6 bike. Rhett, Young Money, Pavlonis out of Moto 274. 10-year-old cruiser. 275. 11-year-old cruisers, 2 riders going to the quarter main event. Gonzalez, Gronis, Weta, and December. And room for 2. Got the 3 bike. That's Braddock. Big time Gronis going to transfer with the 2 bike. of Leo flying line to Somber out of Moto 275. 276, more 11-year-old cruisers. I got Belcher, Matthew Bishop, Ladron, and Lorenzo. Taking 2, and back at me they come. That's going to be the 5 bike of Tommy the Tomahawk Belcher chopping his way in with Landon Palaio Ladron out of Moto 276. 277, more 11 cruisers. Yeah, I got Owens, Lichtig, I got Dudley and Madden. Taking 2, 8 racks of these 11-year-old cruisers. And on back this way with the 3 bike out in front. Jack Attack Lichtig getting there for a transfer with the 4 bike of Landon Dudley out of Moto 277, 11 cruisers, 2 to quarters. 278, 2 more to quarter mains, more 11 cruisers. I got Christensen, I got Dye, Van Eyderstein, and Fenstermaker. Take it 2. And into that last turn they go. I got the 3 bike on top. That's going to be Bentley Christensen. Bentley Christensen will transfer out with the 7 bike of Connor, Big Mac Fenstermaker out of Moto number 278. 279, more 11 cruisers. I got Azaraga, White, Fisher, and Libro. Taking 2. 2 more moving on to the quarter main event. The J bike. J stands for transfer for David Porky Fisher, and the 2 bike of Sebastian White will go with him here in Moto 279. 280, more 11 cruisers. I got Wooten, Tremble, and Warner. Rumus for Tumas on. Here they come. Right now. There we go. Waiting for them to show up. They're there now. I got the 3 bike out in front. Colin Squirrely Tank Wooten in there for a transfer with the 6 bike. Frank the Tank Tremble out of Moto 280. 281, 11 cruisers. 2 more to quarter main events. Got Arija, the Demon Larson, Wesley Stephenhagen, and Bentley Gambale. Taking us to us. Oh, man, skying it on into the last turn, throwing down some style there. Said, you know what, we're going to do this. We're going to make it look good, too. Arija, the Demon Larson, transfers out with the Gold Cup 3 of Bentley Gambale out of Moto number 281. 282, last rack of 11-year-old cruisers. I got Ashton Hester, Calvin the Phoenix Nolting, and Joseph Madison. You know, the Phoenix is a bird that closes up in its wings, burns itself up, and then lays its own egg and comes out as a little tiny bird. All right, 7 bike, Ashton Hester. And the 9 bike of Calvin the Phoenix Nolting transfer out of Moto 282, 11-year-old cruiser. Yeah, the Phoenix bird it's very fitting for Phoenix bird to be out of Phoenix, Arizona, because every bird scorches itself in the summertime there. All right, got the 7 bike. That's going to be Landine. Hunter and Hedger are going to get there for transfer. Hedger's in there with the 1 bike of Maddox Mad Dog Chanel out of Moto number 283. 284, more 12 cruisers. I got Wood, Terry, Moore, and Kiefer. Taking 2. Oh, first place getting gone as he brings it on back out. That's going to be Jacob Rufio Wood in there for one of your transfers. Your 5 bike of MJ Terry moving with him in Moto 284. 285, more 12 cruisers. I got Eakins, Rodney, Berry, and Parkin. Taking 2. I got them all lined up over there in scoring position. Trey, local Rodney, going to get a transfer with the 2 bike. Josh, the lawnmower Eakins, when he's done over here, he goes out there and mows grass. Even at nighttime, like now. All right, 286 the motor number. 12-year-old cruisers class. Nullimo, Clark, Dawson, and Trinka. Take it to the R bike out in front. Hudsey, man, Clark, I'll take one of your transfers. The 30 bike. Mateo, 2-chain Nullimo going with him in 286. 287, more 12 cruisers. Smith, Thomas, Davis, and Seeley. Take in 2. You ever stop to think and then forget to start again? All right, here they come on into the last turn. That happened to me. And back at me, that's going to be the 1 bike. And the 9. So the Gold Cup 1 and the 9, so it's going to be Gage. Takeoff, Thomas, and Nixon. Breezy Smith out of Moto 287. 288's the motor number, more 12 cruisers. They got J. Rock Gosa, Kessie Wessie Hilt, and Caitlin Piper. Kessie Wessie. Oh, that's great. We're going to call you that forever, Kessie Wessie. It's going to be Caitlin Piper transferring in. The 545 bike of Kessie Wessie Hilt getting on in there. Man, I love that one. That is unforgettable. Moto 288, 12-year-old cruiser. 289's motor number, last rack of 12 cruisers. Taylor, Zink, and Fleming. We're taking 2. 2 riders going into the quarters, and here come all 3 of them, but only 2 can go. It'll be the first 2. It'll be the 3, Taylor Fleming. He'll transfer out, and the double 1, Landon Zink on the 11 in Moto 289, 12-year-old cruiser. He's happy about that transfer, too. Yeah. All right, Moto 290, 13. That means you got to get up early tomorrow. 290, 13 cruiser, 2 to quarter. Lil, Fishbaugh, Quimby, and Fuller. We're taking 2. There's 7 in your Gold Cup 1. So Jace, Smooth Fishball, and Jed, the White Fox Quimby transfer out of Moto 290. 291, more 13 cruisers. I got Palmer, Johnson, Stewart, and Cutler. Taking 2. Let's see, I got the 4 bike out on top. That'll be Caleb Palmer in there for a transfer with the 8 bike. Dylan, Slingshot Stewart out of Moto 291. 292, more 13-year-old cruisers. Horn, Smiling Itch, Beeman, and Quick. We're taking 2 of these riders. Hey, one of them's from Akron, Ohio. You know that area? All right, back at me they come. That's going to be the 272 bike. Riley Beeman transfer with the 4 bike. Tatum, T-Rex Horn. Oh, you ain't taking them home with you, are you? Moto 292, 13 cruiser. You pedal back to the hotel. 293, 13 cruiser. Got Lightkey, got Gabali, Leonard, and Atherton. We're taking 2 riders at the quarter main event. Got the Gold Cup 2, Telling Gabali transfer with the 505. Henry freaking Leonard. Freaking Leonard is in there. Moto 293, 13 cruiser. Yeah, that's a semi-pro. All right, 294, more 13 cruisers. Got Bosley, Alex, Weigel, and Rogers. On room for 2. Oh, man, went for a wild ride on that last turn, but he did none the worse for wear. It's going to be your Nag 10 bike. Alex transferring with the 5 bike of Weigel out of Moto 294. 295, more 13 cruisers. Jones, Dixon, and Schaefer. Back at me they come. That's going to be the Crash Scrub Schaefer pulling down a transfer with the Gold Cup 1. Harlan, Hitman Dixon out of Moto 295. 296 the motor number, last rack of 13 cruiser. Jordan, Chicken Bowman, Harrison, Bear White, and Colin Hughes. Taking 2. It'll be the 70 bike and the 6. Oh, it's going to be Jordan, Chicken Bowman, scratching his way in with Colin Hughes out of Moto 296. 13-year-old Cup Cruiser. 297 the motor number, 14 cruisers. 2 riders at quarters. Got Bowers, Dirks, Powers, and Rotney. I got the 4 bike out in front. That's going to be Rotney transferring with the Gold Cup 3 of Jackson Dirks out of moto number 297. 298, more 14 cruisers. Got Steibel, Torrijano, got New Fable and Vaughter. Taking 2 in there. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. I got the 9 bike out on top. It's going to be Tegan Steibel transferring with the E bike. E stands for early. Early enough, Chase New Fable for the transfer out of moto 298. 299, more 14 cruisers. I got Greavy, I got Sisney, Scott, and Burge. We are taking 2. We are taking 2. And let's see, we got Springfield, El Paso, Middle Island, and Cabot. All their cities well represented here. The 25 bike, Jace Boo Bear Greavy transfers with the 4 bike of Scott Sisney out of moto number 299. 14-year-old cruiser. 300 is your moto number, 14 cruiser. Got Tyndall, Nickham, Bergeson, and Shetler. We're taking 2 more to the quarter main event. That'll be the Gold Cup number 3 bike, and that'll be the 6. So it's going to be Maddox and Machine Shetler and Cobra Kai Bergeson moving on with them in moto 300, 14 cruiser. 301, more 14 cruisers. I got Klein, Neubauer, and Lindemann. We're taking 2. That'll be the Nag 9 bike of Reed Neubauer out in front. He'll get there for a transfer with the 3-2 bike. Archer Lindemann out of moto 301. 302, more 14 cruisers. McMillan got Lashbrook and Westfall. The Flying Peanut out there, huh? Westfall, yeah. Like the Flying Peanut. And back at me to 44, Caden Lashbrook. It'll be Caden Lashbrook and the L bike. Parker, Flying Peanut, Westfall, transferring out of moto 302. 303, more 14 cruisers, 2 more to the half show, or quarter show. Yeah, they're going to 25 cents for this one. Mooring, Memphis and Vescuso, you wish. 8 bike, Maddox, Mad Max Vescuso in there for one of your transfers. That'll be the 31 bike up. Michael Pfeffes in there for the other one. And moto 303, 14-year-old Cup Cruiser. 304 is the moto number, 15 cruisers or class. Got Stafford, Kuhn, Hollis, and Bowman. We're taking 2. Gold Cup 1 bike, right? A Pee Wee Kuhn and the C bikes. C in the main event, Jason Hutton. Quarter main event there, Jason Hollis out of moto number 304. 305, more 15 cruisers. Besson, Ledesma, Van Eiderstein, and Allen. Over the rhythm and through the whoops to the finish line they go. Got the 2 bike out in front. 2 and 3. So Ian Ledesma and Connor Van Eiderstein moving on out of moto number 305, 15-year-old cruiser. Moto 306, more 15 cruisers. I got the Gold Cup number 3 bike, Jaxie Gibson, and the 14 of Julian El Fuego Cumston going with him in Moto 306, 15 cruiser. 307 the moto number, more 15 cruisers. I got Buller, Remender, DeSommer, and Dawson. 2 more going to the quarter show. On back this way they come. That's going to be the 10 bike in the C. So it's going to be Little Bo Buller and James DeSomber out of Moto 307, 15-year-old cruiser. 308's the moto number, more 15-year-old cruiser. Got Berger, Emick, and Weiss. Rumus for Tumas. On into the last turn they roll with 1 straightaway to go. That's going to be the 1 bike of Evan Baby Berger transferring out with the 25 bike. Avery Sharpshooter Emick blasts his way in to Moto 308. Well, I guess he guns his way in. All right, Moto 309, more 15 cruisers. I got Andrews, Eason, and Montana. Montana out of California. Well, that's strange. All right, Hayden, Man in Black Eason transferring with the 6 bike. Ryan Montana showed his plate over here. Made sure everybody saw it as he come across there, and he gets your transfer in Moto 309. 310's your moto number, more 15 cruisers. I got Dufresne, King, and Pasternak. We're taking 2. More to the quarter main event. The K bike of Dufresne and the 8 bike of Pasternak moving on out of 310. 311, more 15 cruisers. Toss, Stratman, and Akers. Oh, dropped one over there in that second turn. He grabbing that bike and he running with it. He running, getting back on it. He's going after it, too. You got time. Got the 9 bike, Gavin Stratman in there for a transfer with the 4 bike of James Akers out of moto number 311. 15-year-old Cruiser. 312's the moto number, 16 cruisers your class. 2 riders a quarter. Smith, Rogers, Grable, and White. Taking 2. I got the 22 bike. That's going to be Zachary the Cannon Rogers blasting his way in with the 5-7 bike of Connor Moto Filler White. Well, the Moto Filler's going to fill a quarter main, too. Moto 312, 313, more 16 cruisers. Got Marlowe, Harwick, Carr, and Monk. Jimmy Hoffa Monk. Hey, we know where Jimmy Hoffa's at now. Got a Fort Mill, South Carolina. That's where he's at. All right, back at us they come. We got room for 2. That'll be the 1 bike. That's the Gold Cup 1 of Marlowe and the District 1 of Dylan. Dark Horse Car out of Moto 313, 16 cruiser. 314, more 16 cruiser. Got Wise, Flickcraft, Hamlin, and Connor. We are taking 2. Room for 2, and there they come. 1 straightaway to go, and that's going to be the Gold Cup 1 bike of Wesley Hamill transfer with the 3 bike of Ray Golden Boy. Flickcraft, it's Flickcraft out of Moto 314. 315, more 16 cruisers. 2 more to the quarter main event. Stevens, Avila, and Rumberg. Taking 2. One of them's going there pretty quick there. That's going to be your 7 bike. Benjamin Los Besos Stephens transferring with the 3 bike of CJ Squeaks Rumberg, squeaking his way in there. Just a little bit of oil. We'll silence that thing. And Moto 315. 316, more 16 cruisers. Jones, Smith Tarango, and Whitaker. Logan, Smith, Feathers, Smith Tarango, Feathers flapping his way in there for a transfer. Smith Tarango and the 1 bike. Hayden, Scrappy Whitaker out of Moto number 316. I forgot he picked up a nickname Feathers earlier this year. Moto 317, more 16 cruisers. Got Lopez, Coons, and Roan. Yeah, you're stuck with that forever. A good nickname like that. All right, 49 bike, William Gaines Lopez in there for a transfer at the Gold Cup 3. Landon, the LJ Coons out of Moto 317. 318's your moto number, last rack of 16 cruisers. I got Crop, I got Blackstock, and I got Rendolph. We're taking 2. And will be the 2 bike out in front. Ryan Randolph, he's in there for a transfer. No problem this time. And a 14 bike of Gavin Crop Duster Crop out of moto number 318, 16-year-old Cup Cruiser. Oh, Crop Duster. I know how you got that one. 319, 70-20 cruisers, 2 to quarter. Pedado, Ferguson, Handel, and Thomas. Be your 2 bike and your 9. So it's going to be Alex Flex Ferguson, Dominic Pedado moving on to the quarters in moto 319. 320, more 70-20 cruisers. I got Phillips, Toth, Jackson, McCauley. Taking 2. Room for 2 as they bring them on into the last turn. Out on top of this one, that's going to be your Gold Cup number 2 bike. That's going to be calling Wildman McCauley in there with the 12 bike of Eddie Phillips out of Moto 320. 321, more 17-20 cruisers. RJ Monreal, Elliot Lenners, and Dylan Magan. And back at me with the 8 bike of Elliot Lenners on top. That'll be Elliot Lenners transferring to the Gold Cup 1. Dylan Magan going with him in Moto 321, 17-20 cruiser. 322, more 70-20 cruisers. 2 more going to the quarters. Tessator, Basage, and Zanoni. What a cyborg out there. Yeah. That'll be the lucky number 13. Colton Z. Manzanoni transferring with the 11 bike of Troy. Tessator, QT 314. All right, that'll be a Collingwood, Lozada, and McHenry. The 8 bike of Verona. Rocketman McHenry will transfer with the 12 of Braden. B Monster Lozada on number 323, 1720. Cruiser. 324, 2130. Cruisers, 2 routes semi-main event. Macaulay, Campaz, Monsell, and O'Connor. Taking 2. Got the D bike on top. Ian Nightmare McCauley in there for transfer to 44. Aaron Campaz out of 324. 325 more 2130 cruisers. Got Slivka, Novato, Schutz, and Pesky. We are taking 2. Let's see. If I look around here, it looks like it might be Schutz out there. We'll figure this out. Coming on back at us. He's in that 2 spot right now. It'll be the 21 bike. 27 and to go nag 3. So it's going to be Max Pesky and Tyler Schutz with your transfers out of 325. 326 more 2130 cruiser. 2 more to the half show. Ellen Sonora and Prisby, Mooney, and Nasato. Aaron Spartan, Ellen Sonora will transfer with the nag 5 bike down Prisby. Automotive number 326. 2130 cruiser. 327, 3130 cruisers. I got Lyle, Cuppy, Weber, Harris, Zeitling. Well, let's see. One-ians is not there. We'll figure that one out, though. Back at us they come. That will be the 12 bike of, that's the 1 and a nag 10. So it's Stephen Healy and Taz Lyle transferring out of 327, 3135 cruiser. 328 more 3135 cruiser. Goss, Elner, Allen, and Gay taking 2. On back at me they come. That's going to be your 26 bike of Victor Allen and a 216 of Johnny Goff out of the 328. 329. Last rack 3135 cruisers. That's going to be the Snag 9. Dustin Tank Lucas transferring out. And the 53 of Joshua Larson out of 329, 3135 cruiser.
All right, moving on to 330. Got the 3640 cruisers hitting that last turn right now. Got the 6 and the 13 going 1 and 2. Going to be Tabor and Hess checking into a 3640-year-old cruiser semis. Down into turn 3, rolled 331 on the track. Rowan, Blackbird, Hunter, and Villarreal. On the top spot, we got the 3 digits, the 168 from Revolution Racing. That's Joe Hunter. I got the 1 of Jay Villa in that 2 spot. Hunter and Villarreal, 1 and 2. Luby, Jacobson, Jallins, and Larson. Got to be Coach Lubes on the top spot. The World 6 flying down that last straightaway. The World 6 and the 1-3 of Johnny Jacobson. Coach Lubes and Jacobson out of 332. .3640 Cruiser Moto 333. Last rack home right now. 2 more going to semis. Hall, Randall, and Penn. 49 on top. Dave Hall doing it for Dynasty BMX with the 4 of Zach Randall for Fly Racing. Hall and Randall moving on. .41-45 Cruisers Moto 334. I got Dave Madden, Jeremy Bushnell, and PJ Robinette. 6 bike coming down. That's PJ Robinette. Utah man, he's going to be checking in with the 20 bike of Bushnell 1 and 2. 335 flying down around. I got the 7 bike with the 1-5 right there. Howarth and Bidwell checking in. Moto 336. 3rd straight action going down. I got the Mad Dog, Alex Snell, Daniel Rodgers, and Jesse Berry. 2 more riders looking to get into a quarter main event here in Moto 336. Flying around that last turn. Rider on top is the 1-0 rider, the Mad Dog, Snell. Cycle Works going to get the win here with the Gold Cup 3 for Sabre Racing. Jesse Berry, Snell, and Berry 1-2. Moto 337 down the 4th straightaway into the last turn. Dubois, Brown, and Robinson. 34, that's quick draw. Taking 1 more, Dubois gets the win. Gold Cup 2, downtown Corey Brown, also going to check out for the Regulators crew. .338 Yamamoto, Watson, Ruggles, and Fowler. 2 riders coming at me right here. Got the 4-2 ride, Jeff Fowler, downtown Bike Hounds. And the 1-7 rider, Joe Watson for the S Squared Louisiana
It's Black Friday, and you know what that means. Brazzers is free. The hottest, most intimate moment.
City Cruisers looking to check into a semi. 339 on the track. Rider on top's got a 3 on his bike. That's the Dirty Pan of Stimmitz doing it for Factory Senate LSG. The 5 bike in the 2 spot is Eddie Monk for In the Zone. Stimmitz and Monk 1-2 and moving on to a semi main event. Moto 340 on the track. Salcup, Peterson, and Blee trying to check into a semi once again. The 1-3 doing it for the Sharks. That's Emery Blee. Blee gets the win. 2 spots going to go to the 1-0 ride of Juicy Salcup for the Bicycle Exchange. Moto 341, Kevin Whittam, Joe Contreras, and Jeremiah Oliver. 2 riders coming around the last turn. The 776, that's the Frogman. He's going to be checking in with the 1 ride over Guerra 1 and 2. .342 flying around that last turn. 3 bike, Adrian Davis, Gold Coast Daylight, and a 38 bike for Albies is Len Novak, 1 and 2, and we're checking our down rider in the first straightaway. Go hit up the vendors, guys. I got a lot of good deals over there. Don't miss out. Also, I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving. I saw a lot of delicious meals out there. Our rider's up, so let's give him a round of applause. And it looks like he's going to ride it out, so let's give him a big round of applause right here. All right, Moto 343 on the track right now. Your 51-55 cruiser class. Schaefer, Mangs, Johnson, and Weaver. I got 4 riders out there. There's 2 spots available in this quarter main event. We had 37 riders to start the day. Down into turn 3 they roll. I got 1 gentleman pulling away in the battle for the 2 spot is hot. Flying around the last turn. Looks like the 7 bike. That's Matthew Mangs on the top spot. Kansas gentleman going to get the win right here. 2 spots going to go to the 2 ride of the captain, Rick Johnson, 1 and 2. 344 down that third straightaway. Brian Brisson, Jerry Deniston, Matt Blankstrom, and Andy Bogart. I got the 31 Banana Bread Blankstrom on the top spot. Banana Bread goes down. Crosses the finish line with the 8 ride right there. Blankstrom and Deniston, 1 and 2. How about a round of applause for this gentleman down here, everybody? Yes, you did, sir. With style. Flying down that last straightaway. 2 riders moving on. Riley and the 24. Hanville, Dale Riley, and the Tuna, 1 and 2 in 345. .51-55 cruisers, Price, Mulvihill, and Shirley. The 41 is short rib right there. Jim Price doing it for Landstar. He's going to get the win with the 8 bike of Mike Shirley for All-Star Racing, 1 and 2. Moto 347. 51-55 cruisers, John Jones, Kevin Toolin, and Roy Nuts, Al Roybal. Rider on top. Put the pump down to the last turn. That's the 1-6 bike right there, or the 2 bike. That's Roybal on top. He's going to get the win. Flying by me, it's going to be Hood and Dyer, the 18 and the 26, going 1 and 2 in 348. 51-55 cruisers, float down in the last turn. Sean Lambert, the Dirty Man, Dan Wenches, and Rob Pyle. 2 more spots available in the quarter main event. I got the 2 bike on top. That's Dirty Dan. Black crown colors coming by. Going to be Lambert grabbing that 2 spot. Moto 350, your 5660 cruiser class. But they got quarters today as well. Flying around the last turn. All three riders coming at me fast. The 375 is Merriman. The 1 bike is Branham. Merriman and Branham moving on. 351 is your moto. Hess, Navitral, and Ubel. All 3 riders down to the last turn at the same time, and only 2 spots available. 1 rider off a pedal. The pump is on. The 4.7's running the show. Hess gets the win. 2 spot goes to Ubel, 1 and 2. Bixby Bicycles and 5-Star Racing. Stranaka, Reimer, and Goodall. Supercross BMX. George Goodall. Stranaka going to get that 2 spot. George and Kevin, 1 and 2. The Nag 6 and the 7 picking up spots in a quarter main event. Moto 353, 5660 cruisers. We got 2 more racks looking to get into a quarter. This one has Bocine, Chavone, and Stavenhagen. 1 rider comes out of the last turn. That's T-Bone Chavone for Stay Strong. He gets the win. Other 2 riders banging down this last straightaway, but it's going to go to the 68 ride, or 38 ride for Strange Motion right there, Shane Boycine. Coming back at us, the 7.8 and the 137 right there, Curry and Boker chasing down the last moto. Moto 355, 61, 65 cruiser class. Fields, Bercio, Port, and Sonderup going straight to a main event. Out of this one, rider on top, flying on the last straight right here, has a 6 on his bike. That's Scotty Bercier. Bercier gets the win. The 1.7's also going to that main event. That's Chris Sonderup. Vendetta and CycleWorks moving on to a main event. 356 on the track. More 61, 65 cruisers. 2 more riders going straight to the main. The 265, Drew Jameson for Bikes for the Likes of Us gets the win. And the 5.2 for Liberty BMX, Rick Kohler also moving on. '66 and over cruisers. I got the Bionic Man Bushnell, Papa Larson, and Suspender Man Mundell. The 1.5 on top, that's the Bionic Man Danny Bushnell for the Bike Master. He gets the win. He's moving on, and so is the 1.4 bike of Papa Larson. Straight to a main event. Moto 358. Vicious, Vince Thomas, Wild Bill Sebesta, and Frank Bruce. Last rack of cruisers here in the second round, pounding down that last straight. Rider on top has got that 4 on his bike. That's Bruce. Bruce gets the win. The D-Bike's moving on as well. That's Wild Bill Sebesta for the Answer Factory team. And here come the novices, the 5 and unders out there right now, the diaper dashers, the cookie snatchers, the leaders of the free world rookies. Looky, someone get these kids a cookie. Kuladachka, Marshall, Kultz, and Whaley, moto number 359. There's 44 riders in the 5 and under class today. They're going to quarter main events tomorrow. But who is going to get there? Flying into the last turn, here they come, pedaling those little legs as fast as they can. Turning, burning, but not letting off the gas. The rider on top is the 8-0, Santa Kuladachka. Kuladachka moves on with the 5-3 of Slurpee Marshall, 1 and 2. Moto 360, Addison Smolanich, Elena Clark, Owen Prusnick, and Cameron Sharping. The 118, Prusnick, all by himself right there. Prusnick was gone. Rider in the 2 spot is the 92 at Sharping, 1 and 2. Down the third straightaway we fly with Moto 361. I got Reagan Parker, Jackson Sains, Brecken Murray, and Cohen Parsons. The 5 and unders are getting situated right now. I got 2 riders flying down that 4 straightaway and about to hit the last turn. Those cats are gone. They dipped into their own zip code a while ago. They're both trying to check into quarter main event tomorrow, and here they come. Down the last straightaway, rider on top. The 638 ride, that's Parsons. And the 103 ride, or 703 ride, is Parsons and Sains, 1 and 2. And moving last rack of cruisers here in the second round, pounding down that last straight. Rider on top has got that 4 on his bike. That's Bruce. Bruce gets the win. The D-bike's moving on as well. That's Wild Bill Sylvester
Down
for the
into
Tulsa
Tulsa
team. They roll. Who do we got out there? We got Big T, Torrin Perry. We got Fally Zolly, Zolly Ward, Rollo Guthrie, and Naomi. Parsons and Sains, 1 and 2. And moving last rack of cruisers here in the second round, pounding down that last straight. Rider on top has got that 4 on his bike. That's Bruce. Bruce gets the win. The D-bike's moving on as well. That's Wild Bill Sylvester
Down
for the
into
Tulsa
Tulsa
team. They roll. Who do we got out there? We got Big T, Torrin Perry. We got Fally Zolly. Looking for the Zolly Ward out there, and here they come. 362 down to the last turn. Rider on top is gone. He's checked into his own zip code. Number on that cat is the 708. That's Naomi Marks. She dipped into her own zip code. Let me get it right, Zach. Rider in that 2 spots, the 1-7. That's Zolly Ward. Naomi and Zolly, 1 and 2, and moving on to a quarter main event tomorrow. 363 more 5-9ers over in the third straightaway. James Williams, Charlotte Engberg, and Atlas Shepard. They're lined up 1, 2, and 3. They're all spread out right now as they hit that 4 straightaway. Rider on top, peeling away. Looking for the second round win here on a Thanksgiving night. Waiting for him to round the last turn. Here they come, the 222 Atlas Shepard out of Texas. Atlas is going to be moving on to a quarter tomorrow. And that 2 spot is going to go to the 929 of Charlotte Engberg for the BMX Bandits. Me, Jones, and Kerr, 364 on the track right now. Rider on top is the 118. That's the J-Man, Asher Jones. Jones way